Hey everyone, Zephyr here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are building a grocery store in The Sims 2. This video was originally going to be a makeover of a Maxis made lot in the downtown area, the grocery store, but I ended up deciding to just bulldoze it and make my own. And the reason I got this idea to build this lot was because of a Let's Play that's currently happening on my channel. If you didn't already know, I post a Let's Play series of my Sims 2 Legacy family, and they've had to go to the grocery store twice now. And each time I made a comment like, oh, I should give this lot a renovation, or I should do something with this lot. It's not even like I hate the Maxis grocery store. Like, in fact, I think it looks pretty nice on the inside. However, the outside kind of gives me like creepy vibes. So I wanted to change that and make my own grocery store. Oh, something I want to mention. I get a few people either here or on TikTok asking me where I get my Sims 2 custom content. The answer 99.9% of the time is Tumblr. I'll throw up on the screen a few tags I use on Tumblr in order to find this good custom content. But another good tip is if you're active in the Tumblr Simbler community, or even just lurk in the community, if you find a creator that you like, admire their simming style or whatever, a lot of the times if you go onto their blog, they have like a resources page and it will show you different places where they got their custom content, so you can kind of like emulate their style, you know, make your own. I just find Tumblr to be like one of the best places to get custom content. I also made a video about specific creators I like to download from, so I'll try to remember to link that down below if you're interested. Tumblr is the platform I want to like utilize more anyways, though I get imposter syndrome by posting on it. Because I've been lurking that website and specifically the Sims community for years, and like I posted one of my recent builds on my Simbler. Like, my Simbler is very inactive. But anyways, some of my favorite creators like actually interacted with the post, and like the Sims 2 community is relatively small, whatever, like you're gonna cross paths with people, like it's a thing. But I feel like their builds and content are like the Mona Lisa of Sims 2 content, and mine is more comparable to this. So it was very cool to experience that. I'm really grateful, but it's definitely given me a little bit of imposter syndrome. I want to also say that I really appreciate the love my channel has been getting lately. I've made jokes about it before, but when I say that I've been wanting the Sims community to pay attention to me since I was 12 years old, and like I'm 29 right now, but I've been posting Sims content since I was 12 years old, desperately wanting to become quote unquote Sim community famous. I mean it. And actually, kind of like, I'm not saying I'm famous by any means, by the way. Like, don't take this the wrong way. I am not. But actually getting some recognition for my Sim stuff, it makes little 12-year-old me happy. You know, it makes my inner child happy. I'm just glad I made it this far. And I'm super excited for the future of this channel and my TikTok, and I'm excited to see what 2024 brings. I'm actually close to monetization on this channel, and that's incredible. Like, I don't know if it's ever gonna turn into a full-time thing. I wish, because like being paid to do one of my favorite things in the world would be incredible. But like, even just making a little bit of money, like doing this hobby, would be amazing to me, and that's all because of you guys, so I appreciate that. I've said it before too, but I work in fast food, and like obviously that's not one of the highest paying jobs in the world, so having a little side income is incredibly helpful. So I just wanted to put it out there that I appreciate anyone that like watches this video, or any of my videos really. I wanted to talk about the build a little bit. You'll see me put these half balls, okay, you'll see me put these half walls around the cashier stations, and that's actually in the final like screenshots at the end of the video, because I go ahead and like take the screenshots before I go and play test the build. But then when I went and did that, I realized my sim couldn't get to the cache to check out. So I had to delete the walls, and I ended up changing the color of the counter to brown to like match the store. It still looks nice. And I'm glad I play tested the build, because like I said in one of my previous speed builds, there was a lot of discourse on Sim Twitter about whether or not you should play test a build before uploading it. But I feel like when it comes to The Sims 2, like we go through so much trouble to actually download a lot and play in it. I feel like I kind of owe you guys a play test of my build, you know? So I did that and I fixed the mistake. Oh, and Cosmo and Wanda from the Fairy Odd Parents make a special appearance in this build. If you know, you know. But yeah, I recently downloaded conversions from Animal Crossing New Horizons for my Sims 2 game, and one of these conversions was a grocery store set, and I was super excited about using it, so I used it a bit in this build. If you're wondering why some of the objects in this build look familiar, that could probably be the reason why. I'm actually like back on my Animal Crossing grind right now. I had a really nice island I deleted a while ago because I wanted to like make a new island, right? And that caused me to pretty much lose my motivation to play the game. Like I shouldn't have deleted my original island. I regret it. But I found the motivation again. I decided I'm not going to limit myself to just trying to play the game and get all my items back and like try to earn all my money, you know, like the real way. I'm allowing myself to use treasure islands to find like items that I would have had if I continued playing the game, or items I already had before. And I'm just kind of like speed running the beginning of the game just so I could get to the decorating portion of the game, because that's what I'm excited about. Like if you can't tell, I like creating things and decorating things. That might be a shocker. So that's what I'm doing on my Animal Crossing island. I'm really excited about it. Maybe I'll do like a kind of one-off video when I'm done the island to show you guys how it turns out, but that won't be for a while. And like there's logistical issues I need to figure out because I don't have a recorder for my Switch, and I'm not sure if I want to like buy one just for one specific video. But then again, I think my boyfriend might have one, so I might be able to borrow it from him and, you know, record my island. I don't know. That'll be an issue for another day. But yeah, if you play Animal Crossing and have any interesting like maybe dream addresses you want to show me for inspiration, I would love to hear about it. Feel free to leave some inspiration down below. I do follow a lot of like talented people on YouTube that give me inspo, but I could always use some more. I'm currently trying to do a city core theme on my island, which is probably not surprising if you keep up with my channel, because that's what I tend to post for my Sims 2 builds. But I've been obsessed with cities lately. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so life updates. Nothing particularly interesting is happening. The one thing I am kind of excited about is they announced a wrestling pay-per-view happening in July in Canada, in Toronto, and I kind of want to go there. It's just there's some issues that also arise with that, and that is the issue of me getting to Toronto. Like, I know there's a couple options. I could take a train, which would take a while and would be costly because I would want to, you know, have the cabin experience. And the other option would be to take a plane, which is what I feel like most normal, sane people would do. However, I am not normal or really sane. I've had this fear of flying forever, right? And it's a normal thing to be fearful of. I acknowledge that flying is one of the safer ways to travel, right? It's just I don't even know if it particularly started as a fear of flying, but I think it kind of like manifested from my fear of planes. When I was little and there was a plane flying overhead, I would like legitimately get terrified. I'd start screaming. Like it was a whole ordeal. when I got a little bit older and I was still kind of scared of planes, I would like be playing outside in my pool, right? My little inflatable pool. And then when I heard a plane overhead, I would like go underwater and stay there for as long as I think it would take until the plane had like passed me and I could no longer hear it. Like I was scared. And I feel like that's kind of still manifesting in my adult life by being scared of flying, right? So like I kind of feel like I could like overcome it and go on a plane and I'd be fine. But I kind of also want to avoid the plane altogether, you know, because the little back of my mind is always like, hey, you know who also hated flying? Richie Valens. And you know how Richie Valens died? A plane crash. Like, but then again, I acknowledge there's like people who fly like every day and are fine. And it's just, you know, the little voice inside of my head being dumb. But like it's still always in the back of my head going, hey, this happened to that one guy. It could happen to you. Like I'm literally in a car every day and cars are more dangerous. So like what am I talking about, you know? I've also faced the same trouble when I'm trying to like figure out how I'm gonna get to the Eras tour, but I feel like going to the wrestling show will be a little bit more realistic unless Travis Kelce and Taylor break up and Taylor begins to date a wrestler, then it might be harder to get the tickets. But I think I'm safe for now, and I think it'll be fairly easy for me to go to this wrestling show. Oh, another life update. I joined Bumble BFF in an attempt to make friends in my boyfriend's city. This is a huge step for me because I am like super shy and it's hard for me to talk to strangers, but I'm doing it. Well, I'm not really actively doing it because there's some problems. In order for me to actually consistently talk to people in my boyfriend's city, I have to either like be in the city, which I'm not there often enough, or I have to like pay for the option to do the travel feature, and like the cost on the app is like really expensive. But anyway, I have my profile set up and it's ready to use. It's just I need to either pay that fee or get my butt over there and actually move there. So those are problems I'm facing, but I'm excited. I kind of took a baby step towards that, I guess. It's kind of crazy when it comes to me and my boyfriend. We're like different. We're the same in a lot of aspects, but like different when it comes to like social stuff. Like he's the type of person that could like literally talk to anybody on the street and be fine. Like social anxiety fears him, and I'm like the exact opposite. So I feel like he has like a billion friends, right? And I'm like, he's my only friend. Like okay, that's like an over exaggeration, but like he's pretty much the only person I consistently talk. I kind of keep in touch with like one of my friends from high school, but other than that, my boyfriend's pretty much like, you know, all I got, right? So yeah, I think it will be interesting trying to make friends at 29 and beyond, but it's gonna be a thing I attempt to do. So I'll definitely let you guys know how that journey's going. But anyways, we are at the end of the video now. If you guys liked it, please give it a like. If you want to download the build, it will be down below on my Patreon. It's for free. You don't have to pay money for my builds. That'd be weird. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.